What's up guys, Monkey Time here, and today we'll be going through the basics of how to make a HTML web page. So first thing you want to do is get Visual Studio Code open. If you don't have it, you can just easily Google it to download it, and all link will be in the description as well. So after that, you want to go to a new folder, right? You go to open folder and open where you want to put the new web page. For me, I'll put it in my webpage page under test. So here we'll be creating the first web page with HTML. After going here, what you want to do is click new file, and then for the title put index.html. By putting the HTML, you can see that it actually changes to a HTML file down here. So after you're in, you just click the exclamation mark. It's actually the shortcut. You can see here it's the abbreviation, and then click enter, and you create all this for you. This is like the skeleton of a HTML document. It's also called the boilerplate. As you can see here, the document type is HTML, language English. The character set is this UTF-8, which is the most common one, and some other things are included as well. And as you can see, for HTML, we usually enclose the text in these brackets. So for example, here the head enclosed in the bracket, and also the body. And when you open certain type of elements such as head, you will need to close it later on with a slash in front of head. So now that we got this, we can start running the file itself. So you can go to run and start debugging, or F5 for short. This creates the window of your web page. I'll be moving this here. And opening this, yep. So this is easier to see, right? As you can see, the title here of your web page is document, and for now it's quite empty as we haven't typed in anything. But let's change the title first, right? So we want this to be first web page, and you can press here to refresh the document, and yeah, just like that, you got your first web page title. Now of course you want some content, right? So let's see, what do we want? My first web page, and I love HTML. So we press refresh again, and boom, it's all down here. However, as you can see, strangely, even though I put a spacing here, the spacing doesn't show up here. So to show the spacing, what we want to do is enclose it in paragraph text. The short form is P, and we can put my first web page inside it, and create another one for I love HTML. Just like that, you got your spacing. However, we also want to differentiate the colors, right? So for that, what we can actually do is change it to heading. Heading makes the text bolder and bigger, and there are different headings. So for example, if I put this to H1 instead of P, and let's see what happens. Oh, I get the whole thing becoming bolder. I wonder why. Oh, it's because I didn't close the H1 tag. So you can see here, even though I got H1, it's not closed. The P here closes instead. So since I only want my first web page to be H1, I need to close it. And bam, my first web page is H1, and I love HTML is H2. It's paragraph. So for headings, there are H1 to H6 with different variations of size and color. So for example, if I do H3 here, you can see the difference, right? It's smaller. And if I do a H2 in the middle, yep, it's slightly bigger than H3 but smaller than H1. Usually what you want to do is for H1, you put it as a title of the web page. and you put the other subtitles as H2 or H3. So that's for heading. Let's go back to paragraphs, right? So let's go back to I love HTML. What you can do if you want your paragraph to be bolded, for example you want to bold HTML inside the paragraph, you can add strong. So let's see, it's still not bolded. Oh, it's because I didn't put it inside the strong. Yep, HTML. So as you can see, you can add the different elements inside other elements. For example, strong inside paragraph. Let's see what happens if I add it inside H1. Nothing happens. Why is that? Because H1 is already bolded. So bolding it twice doesn't do anything for it. Let's go back. Yep. So how about if you want to use italic? Well, for italic we have another one. Let me make another paragraph. And for italic we use something called EM instead. Remember to put your text inside the brackets. And boom, I am italic. If you leave it outside, it won't be italic. So it's only inside this EM bracket that gets italicized. Another thing you need to know about is the difference between parent and sibling. As you can see here, for body and head, we start with no indentation or no spacing from the start, right? We don't have any spacing here. However, for the things inside body, for example H1 and the paragraphs, there's an indentation here which you can put with tab. This indentation shows that these elements are inside the body, or another way to put it is they are a family, with the body being the parent and the H1 being the child. The P and H1 are both children of the body, so you can consider this as siblings. And it also allows you to close and open the body. So for example, if you want to close it, you can just click this and all the font will be hidden. But don't worry, you can open it back up by clicking it again. Let's go. So congratulations, you have got your first web page up and ready to go. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment on what you want to learn next. Thank you.